Hi guys! Well, I'm outside as you can tell because it has been so nice out. I figured we should do our videos outside, right? Well, today we are going to do two things today. First, we're going to work on one letter. We'll do it really quick. And then we have a color scavenger hunt to do in my backyard. All right? All right. So the letter we're learning about this week, does anybody know what letter that is? Can you see it? Yeah, it's the letter X. And the uppercase X and the lowercase x look the same, don't they? Now, because the letter X is kind of a tricky little bugger, not many words start with the letter X. So we're going to do some letters that have an X in the word, okay? So the X makes kind of a weird sound. It sounds like this. X, x. So let me show you. Does anybody know? You remember what number this is? Yeah, it's the number 6. So let me show you. So do you see the X is at the end of the word 6? So listen, the S says what sound? S. The I says what? It was kind of a long time ago we learned about this letter. Eh, eh. And then the X says X. So this says 6. But do you see how the X is at the end? I have one more for you. What about? Okay, do you see where the X is in my word? It's at the end of my word. Oh, and this word is, what letter does it start with? B, O, X. So this word says B, A, X. Do you hear that? Box. So the letter X is pretty easy to make, and we're actually going to practice making a lot of letter X's today in our color scavenger hunt, okay? So the letter X, not many words start with the letter X, so I always show it how it's at the end of a word, okay? All right, so I'm going to put that away. And I made, do you know what a scavenger hunt is? I should have asked you that. A scavenger hunt is where maybe you have a picture of something or a word of something and you try to find it. Sometimes you might find it in your yard, sometimes in your house. It's however you want to do it. So I decided to do a color scavenger hunt. And since my printer doesn't work very well, I just made my own. So I made a little square with a color and I wrote the color name. So this, what do you think this word says? Since this box is, can you tell? It's red. So what do you think my word says? Red, sure. And what color is the next one? Green. So my word says green. Then the next color I chose was blue. Very good. So what do you think my word says? Blue, sure. And then I chose orange, and then purple, and then yellow, and I chose pink, and the last one I chose, ooh, there's a bug in my face, is brown. Now maybe you don't have all these colors, and maybe you have more colors. Maybe you also have black or gray or white. I didn't have any of those colors, so I just picked the colors that I had. You can pick whichever colors you want. It doesn't have to be the same as mine. And it doesn't have to be in the same order. Yours can be however you want it. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get my camera, maybe, and we're gonna walk around my yard and you guys are gonna tell me if you see some things of the colors that I have on my paper, all right? So I'm gonna turn this on and I'm gonna start up here on my back porch. Do you see any of the colors that were on my paper on my back porch? Oh, well, let's see what that is. It's kind of hard to tell from down here. I'm gonna go up the stairs. And now can you tell what this is? Yeah, it's some ladders for my husband's work. So what colors are we seeing right now? Do you want to hear a funny story? Do you see my house? I melted the house when I was grilling burgers. Shh, don't tell. So we see the colors. Now I have a purple marker. What colors do we see? Do we see some orange? So guess what I'm gonna do? I am going to practice making the letter X right on the orange. Do you see one other color that is a sticker on these ladders? Yeah, I see that too. I see the yellow. Do you see the yellow on the sticker? So I'm gonna go back to my paper and I'm gonna find the yellow and I'm gonna put an X, all right? So practice your letter X. All right, so we found 2 colors. We have a few more left. Let's look around and see. Now, I don't have black on my list, but if I did, look, my grill cover is black and I could put an X on my grill cover. What? What? Did somebody see a color over here? You did. Good eyes, you guys. Wow. What color do you see on my... There's a few colors here. I see the color green. Yes, on my plant food. So I'm going to go to my list and I'm going to go to the green and I'm going to cross it off. So now inside this, now this is kind of a dead plant from last year. But inside here, my daughters painted some rocks. Do you see these rocks that they painted? What kind of colors do you see in there that I could cross off of my list? Yep, I see pink on this one. So we're gonna go to our list and cross off pink. I see, you guys see the blue? Looks like there's 2 blue rocks. So, what could we do since there's 2 blue things? You know what I think we could do? We could put an X on the blue, but guess what? Whoops, we could put an extra X to show that we found 2 blue things. Do you think that's a good idea? Sure. And I see an orange rock and a green rock. So we could do, since we already found something green, we could put another X. And since we already found the ladders, we could put another X by the orange. So what colors do we have left that we're looking for? We still need to find something red. We need to find something purple. And we need to find something brown. So red, purple, and brown. Let's keep looking. I'm going to go back down my stairs. And since there's no flowers really growing, usually I have some strawberries growing over here and some blueberries, but I don't really have any of those things right now because nothing's really growing. But I do have a hammock here that I like to lay in when I read, and I see my pillow has some colors on it. Does it have red, purple, or brown on it? Nope, it sure doesn't. What about on my hammock? I don't see anything red or purple or brown. What about over here in my wood pile? Do you see something brown? I do too. This is a cover. You can tell what it is. It's a cover covering up all of our wood. So that means I can go on the brown and I can cross it off. So now we just have purple and red. And you know, I'm looking around my backyard and I don't see anything purple or red. But I do have on a purple shirt and I'm in my backyard. Do you think we could count my purple shirt as something in my backyard? Maybe if you were doing this, you want to count it. Maybe you don't. Oh, I think I'm going to. So I'm going to cross off the purple. So now all we have is red. But as I'm looking around my whole yard, you guys, I don't see any red. If my strawberries were growing, I would have something red. If my flowers were growing, I might have something red. But since I don't have anything red, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go like this and put a line right through the red because I couldn't find anything, and that is okay. Now I think we should count all of our X's. Should we count how many X's we made today? Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We made 10 letter X. Now you guys can do one. Ooh, you guys can make something like this at home. I just used markers and a piece of paper. You can do this out in your yard. If you don't have a big yard, or maybe you don't have any of those colors in your yard, you could do it in your bedroom. You could do it in your kitchen or just in your whole house. Any way you want to do it. You can do a color scavenger hunt. And if you guys do and you put some X's, I would love to see it. Send me some pictures of your color scavenger hunt so I can see the cool things that you're doing. All right? All right, guys, thanks for going on my color scavenger hunt with me. It was so fun. We found 10 things in my yard that were colorful. All right, well, I will see you guys again later. All right, I miss you so much. Bye.